All right, thank you so much, Aaron. Just a few seconds before 6:17 on your Monday morning, and many parents often inquire about bullying at their child's school. Now, the most common questions are, what are my rights and who do I talk to about this?
That's right. Now, there is a comprehensive breakdown that we're going to show you of all the resources available to your family and, of course, the importance of speaking up against bullying all before it's too late.
I attempted to commit suicide at 12 years old. It was the pressure of not fitting in. It was the uncomfortableness of being an individual, just really not knowing how to be comfortable with me.
You just heard raw honesty from Tiffany J., an anti-bullying and self-esteem advocate. She has a personal connection with not feeling heard and not knowing where to turn.
We all have that place where we open up, but a lot of kids that I see me in, they just kind of stand off to themselves. They do a lot of thinking.
She says her silence was mistakenly recognized as being quiet, when in actuality, it was a loud internal cry. She now dedicates herself to empowering students to speak up and combat bullying.
I had the idea to do a children's book series, long story short. Super Beauty was the idea came about. We actively promote anti-bullying, self-love, and confidence.
In 2006, South Carolina passed the Safe School Climate Act. The law outlines harassment, intimidation, or bullying as behaviors that have a visible impact on the student or their property. While teachers and administrators are usually the first line of defense when it comes to addressing bullying in schools, there are standards across the state for what districts are expected to do about it.
There is a model policy that's kind of in place that school districts can implement, kind of use from to kind of come up with these policies on how to handle bullying and harassment. These procedures and processes for these policies should be available or are supposed to be available on the school district website for schools.
So where does South Carolina stand when it comes to bullying? According to the Wallet Hub, the Palmetto State ranked 22nd in the nation for bullying problems in the previous year. The South Carolina Department of Education is required under federal and state law to track bullying incidents. Jason Raven with the State Department says they want to keep open communication with parents and share available data and step in when necessary.
We just think having that information and those resources are helpful for parents to kind of understand what's going on in their child's school.
The latest report card numbers show during the 2022-2023 school year, the highest number of bullying and harassment incidences are Richland 2 and Lexington 1 each with 203. Lexington Richland 5 with 106, and Orangeburg with 95. The report also shows on a scale of 1 to 10, the lowest percent of student perceptions on safety were in Calhoun and Richland 2 school districts. Tori Kelly Campbell is the coordinator of social work services in Richland 1 school district. She emphasizes the importance of sociability.
If we teach our kids appropriate social skills, then it helps them to recognize when bullying occurs. It also helps them to advocate for themselves because that is a piece of social emotional learning.
She suggests that parents schedule a meeting with the principal to address bullying concerns.
We have advocates for our students. We also provide brochures and literature on bullying that is directed at parents to let parents know that we have systems in place.
And if you can't resolve the issue at the district level, concerns can be brought to a conflict management professional at the State Department of Education who will act as a neutral third party. While most district policies look similar, there are nuanced differences in language between them, all of which can be found on your child's school district's website.
And cyberbullying is also a major concern for parents when their child heads back to school. That's why the South Carolina Department of Education will soon draft a policy banning the use of cell phones and other personal electronic devices, which could start as soon as the upcoming school year.
That's right. Now, if this is approved, what will happen is the department would require all South Carolina schools to implement the cell phone restrictions, if not a full ban by January of 2025. This is all in order to receive that state funding. All right, everyone, happening today, Prime Minister of Israel will be arriving in D.C. ahead of his address to Congress. Coming up after the break, who Benjamin Netanyahu is also reportedly planning to meet with during his visit. Coming up in 3 Things to Know happening around the world.